Can't I ever have peace? Can't I rest?
I've talked about some of the worst films ever before. Bikini Hackers was one of the most incompetently made pieces of garbage I've ever laid my eyes on. Locked Up was genuinely offensive in its script and messaging. Jailbird is worse than both of them. A flaming garbage pile set in my least favourite western country, this abomination was squirted out by the fine folks at the asylum. And look at that, what a director. Starring his girlfriend, that's a surprise tool that can help us later. This film is about a 17-year-old, that's a surprise tool that can help us later, being sent to a youth offenders facility where she falls victim to Frank, the warden, that IMDb claims was based on Jared Conn. That is a later surprise of can tool help. Stay tuned to the end for a special surprise, by the way. But for now, let's get into whatever the hell this is. Immediately, we get a premium indicator of supreme asylum garbage, and that's major use of stock footage, and already we can see how much this film is like cocked up. Once we finish browsing Pexels, we see Anna sat on the bed, not playing her instrument, before the JC special happens, and someone comes in to assault her in full detail. Yes, they really want you to believe that him walking into that plant pot shoulder first killed him. After Anna switches her clothes to this tiny dress immediately following the traumatic experience, the judge, because this film's budget of handjobs and candy couldn't stretch to a jury, finds her guilty of... just says BS in the notes.
The defendant, Anna Nix, is hereby sentenced to 4 to 9 years in a maximum security juvenile correctional facility.
Okay, so the movie doesn't say either. Fuck us, I guess. It must be said that Anna has the worst lawyer in the world, because how the fuck do you not win this open and shut case? So, what the court thinks happens here is that grown-ass man was accidentally killed by this girl by her sheer force. Can you guess which TV series this is trying to rip off?
Orange is the New Black?
Yep. After they arrive, most of the guards and some of the girls get a little interest booster as Anna and 2 others get completely undressed and soaked for our viewing pleasure, and... who's that?
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
No, Chris. Chris.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
That was weird. But yeah, this 17-year-old girl gets stripped, searched, and super soaked, all in the centre of the spiffing camera. I couldn't keep that alliteration up, sorry. So, the jailbird is in her cage. We meet Jeannie the bookworm, who Anna has to stay with now. You don't talk much, do you, Jeannie?
Oh, it's as if they know each other already.
Puts her head on the book, because nobody understands her except the characters within the literature. Lights Out happens at midday, all after the warden spiritually rips off Shawshank.
My name's Frank. I'm the warden. You do exactly what I say, or you do exactly what my staff says. How we doing, everybody? Y'all doing good? Have a good day.
I believe in 2 things, discipline and the Bible. Here you'll receive both. Put your trust in the Lord. Your ass belongs to me. Welcome to Shawshank.
Except without the exceptional lighting, camera work, acting, tone, blocking, music. Hi, you don't want to listen to that guy. So I'll tell you whilst writing the script for this review of abysmal dog shit not seen outside of this studio, this video got sponsored by the King Taser YouTube channel. Along with our extensive back catalogue, we have great new videos coming up, such as the fake TCAP review, a look at Predator Raw, some secret videos, and another documentary about Girls Gone Wild's British clone. That's not to mention the new film reviews coming out soon, with a review of Addison Rae, the movie, and 4 Slumber Party Massacre knockoff films, as well as the big surprise at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Back to the Jailbird review now though. And that's why I understand Quentin Tarantino's admiration for the 1973 movie Teenage Hitchhikers. Anyway, we're only 7 minutes into the film right now, so I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit.
How long you been in here?
5 years, 7 months, 22 days.
How long you been in here?
5 years, 7 months, 22 days.
How long you been in here?
This is a youth offenders facility. What did you do at 12 for such a long sentence? Unless you're the child prodigy of fucking Harold Shipman. Why are you here? So after Jeannie decides to masturbate over a fully clothed Anna, Cody's the next character we get to meet, and it turns out she's the leader of a gang that, throughout the entire movie, flip-flops from either wanting to kill Anna or wanting to protect her.
Australian! America!
I get it, Dad.
America! Australia!
Oh, that's enough.
America!
Fun fact, this scene shares music with Locked Up. Wait, didn't they use this music in Locked Up?
Might have been.
I'm sure they used this music. Hold on.
Please. You fucking bitch! You just gave yourself a death sentence. Cat, no!
We are really dealing with some quality here.
Low Riders, bitch!
A guard just walked past.
This is called a blind spot. It means they can't see anything. Body shots. It means no visible marks. One last thing. You say anything, you're dead.
This is a film review where I critique the movie. Now I explain why saying everything out loud is annoying. One more thing. Leave a comment and subscribe. I won't lie to you lot, yeah? It was about this point in the movie where the debate in my head started about which was better written. Jailbird or 12 Angry Men? After her semi-violent beating, she gets teleported to the infirmary and we see her tits because she got hit in the stomach. Makes sense. I feel like it's a good time to remind you that Sarah McLachlan and Jared Conn used to date. Oh look, it's not Eric Roberts. And we finally get the last piece of the jailbait cycle. That is, an Anna scene where something bad happens, scene with Cody, scene with Fat Frankie Lampard, and a scene with Jeannie. I hope you like those 4 scenes, because that's all you're gonna get. In this one, Anna begs for solitary. And as pretty much every Frank scene goes, he tries to have sex with Anna. This time though, he fails.
Everyone here is perverted.
Hang on, you can't break the fourth wall. This isn't Deadpool.
All the girls in here are so ugly.
Are you kidding me?
A girl who's almost raped doesn't invite another man into her bed 2 hours later.
Also, during this scene, we get the most ill-fitting music of all time that also gets worse the more you hear it. And if you feel like there was a scene missing between Anna hating this girl and these two getting it on like they're in a nature documentary, you're wrong. But you shouldn't be. I wasn't joking when I insinuated this may be the worst film ever. By the way, this film is listed as a romance on IMDb. Also, I have absolutely no idea what kind of style or tone they were going for because it's too badly shot to be romantic, but also, if they were trying to go for some animalistic type passion, then the rest of the film does not reflect that at all.
I've been expecting you. Grab a seat. Can you read?
Yes.
Good. Follow along on page 24.
Jesus, man, you clearly aren't on page 24. It's like all the continuity and care goes out of this film when someone isn't naked on screen.
It's good, bitch. I said what's really good.
These are this movie's random antagonists that hate the main character with a passion for no reason. In Locked Up, it was Rita. Here, I don't know their name, nor do I care to find out. Throughout the film, they just serve as a quick time event for Anna to occasionally complete and lead to her joining Lowriders, because...
You got something to say, Chica?
I said I want to talk to Cody.
I said fall back, bitch, before I smack the fucking shit out of you! Get her, Get her!
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Anna Lynn Nix. Involuntary manslaughter.
Involuntary manslaughter? I do sports law, not criminal law anymore. And this is the United States of America, baby! So I had to look it up on LexisNexis, and it appears as if the US defines it as the actus rea of murder sans the necessary mens rea. Essentially, you aren't trying to kill someone, but you do through either gross negligence or committing an unlawful act that was likely to cause actual harm. Now, I know this is a movie and we needed her to go to jail, but this jury apparently believed that this child was just beating up this old man and killed him by mistake because she was just too powerful. I don't buy that this case goes to trial, let alone results in a conviction, even with the testimony of a clearly traumatized mother, unless it's a whole jury of juror number 3s.
You shoved your stepfather out of a window.
Turns out she has to clock someone round the head to get in, which she does, and they do let her in, but not before we get another full frontal shot of Anna, where she has a lowrider's tattoo already, and no underwear? Starting to wonder whether I am just reviewing pornography. It also reminds me, I was going to do a video on Quentin Tarantino's favourite films at one point, because he held this big festival where he'd just show all of his favourite films. And then I watched one of them, and it was literally just a porno. But now I'm watching this, and I'm just thinking, like, what's the difference? I also have to show you how funny this is.
It's good, bitch.
Somebody give me a chair.
It's also insane how similar and different this is from Locked Up. They both have girls going to jail for violently attacking someone. There is an evil warden in both films who facilitates the violent assaults of the main character. Both main characters are naked constantly. Both films have a lesbian sex scene. Both films have the main character fail a suicide attempt. Both main characters are seen as innocent girls struggling to survive, and we see no man butt in either film. Yet, whilst both films are incompetently made and agonisingly dull, Locked Up has nothing ever happen, whilst Jailbird has everything happen, everywhere, and all at once. You have no idea what's going on, because we need to get to the next scene where Sarah Malakal Lane is naked. Which is interesting, because unlike Locked Up where all the nudity is condensed into about 4 or 5 scenes, Jailbird has less nude screen time, but it is spread out across so many more scenes. And it's a lot more gratuitous. Moving on, Frank finally gets his way. Anna throws up in the shower, then she's celebrating getting the lowrider's tattoo that she already had. Tonal whiplashes. Since we are where we are in the Jailbird cycle, it's a Cody scene, and so we flip a coin to see whether they like each other or not. Heads is no, tails is they want to shag. As you can tell, this film really makes a whole load of sense, and there is still the ill-fitting music. This all comes after she was just assaulted, by the way. Another Jared Con masterpiece. Huh, so they are allowed a bra.
Don't look at me like that. I fuck who I want to fuck, bitch!
I think Rhea Ripley here was more confused than anything. Holy shit, we're off cycle. Red alert, red alert, red alert. This is a shit scene, and pointless to boot.
I wouldn't allow my mum to come into prison if she fucking put me under the bus like that.
We get back on track with something bad happening to Anna, this time in a Cody scene.
She's got a knife.
She's sent to Frank where he gets her addicted to drugs and rapes her fully and sends her to Jeannie, who she then slaps and destroys her relationship with for about 10 minutes, and we get another Frank scene. This movie has never heard of the term pacing. This review is getting so long, but I can't just show you the important bits because then this would be 5 seconds long. Girl goes to prison and gets released again. And I can't go through everything because we'd be here for 5 hours. This is genuinely the middle ground, and we're only 37 minutes into this garbage.
And now she's a druggie.
It's what happens, Matisse. You take one little puff of absolutely fuck all, and then suddenly you're addicted for life and you can't control yourself.
What the hell is wrong with you? I care about you.
I just want to be left alone.
Fine. Get out.
And there ended the best written relationship in cinema history. It was at this point I started to wonder, in my head, which was better written, this or The Thing?
What the hell do you want?
So you guys are just doing drugs in the middle of the open. So Jeannie was in that scene. Anna had something bad to her. Must be time for Cody. Let's flip the coin.
You are a dumb fucking kid.
Oh, fuck you! Oh.
I will blind you, bitch. You're done. You're out. You're on your own.
It would be cool if you did something. Anything. Because so far all you've done is run your mouth and not follow through on any of your threats.
Only a fool makes threats he's not prepared to carry out.
It was about the time where Anna's getting jumped in the showers, where it's very clear that there was no intimacy coordinator here either, that I was thinking that this is just like a terrible RPG, where things are just made to happen, with a story being secondary to things happening.
Breathe in. And out.
Now please recline naked on the table. We need to do an eye exam. Beyond that, the cycle continues. It's the circle of Jailbird. And when we get to a something bad has to happen scene, we get her fighting with the girl again. But see if you can spot something wrong. No? Let's have another look. Still not got it? One more time.
Right, I'm sorry, wait. Go back 10 seconds. Where were the SWAT officers in that previous clip? Go to just before then. There are 2 frames where you can't see the... yeah, watch. So, they're fighting. SWAT comes in. Are you ready? SWAT enters. And then watch this next clip. No SWAT ever. Ready? There.
Oh yeah! They just completely disappear. The cycle continues. She fights with Cody, kisses Jeannie, and gets thrown in solitary for like the 4th time in this movie, only to then break the cycle completely by trying to end her own life. And I'm a little jealous, I won't lie. Unfortunately, she lives to cosplay Hannibal Lecter. Badly. And the best performer in the entire film is here, in the form of the nurse that checked her tits when Anna got punched in the stomach. The film uses this time to show us how messed up the infirmary is, and Anna's mum returns, and the scene is edited like arse.
I'm so sorry. You have a gift. You have such a talent. And when you get out of here, because you will,
You are the sole witness to the crime, and it was almost exclusively your testimony that got her convicted. You can basically free her. If the sole witness recants officially their testimony, then that's almost definitely grounds for a retrial. Another psych scene, a Frank scene, more scenes I don't care enough about to talk to you with, and here's something. Anna eats out Jeannie, and it's the best scene in a while, not just because of the obvious, but it's also consensual and with a character I actually don't despise in Jeannie. More uber filler, Anna gets a cello for the talent show, which she very clearly doesn't play. Cody leaves her a scar, and the niceness catches on between Frank and Anna. They then have a little talk, and oh my god, you cannot be this stupid. You were just attacked on his orders in a prison, you stupid
My sister's husband works for the governor. If I can get to him, we can bring the bastard down before he ever finds out.
Ladies and gentlemen, she still may be reeling from her allies' Goodfellas moment, but there is no time for that, because now is the talent show. First up, we have the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia singing I Don't Fuck With You with his daughter, and I realise I put on a film I mildly enjoy instead, for fuck's sake. Instead, we've got a preview of the Ice Spice album, Sarah McLachlan yet again not playing the cello, and the penultimate Frank assault scene. Firstly, they have to pan to make sure that we get the full money shot when it comes to the tits. Secondly, is it not weird that she has nail polish on in prison? I'm genuinely asking there. Thirdly, This is all in service of giving Anna a parole date, and as you can also tell by her underwear, there were at least 2 different takes for that scene. More boring scenes, and hang the fuck on, what the hell was that?
You're fucking feminist! Feminist! God damn you, bitch! I'll fucking throw you on death hook, you understand me?
This movie is so stupid it literally killed me. My soul must not be able to pass on into the next realm until I have finished reviewing this film. So I must press on. The reason for that scene is it's an imaginary scenario about what happens when her plan to bring down Frank goes wrong. Her master plan of filming Frank assaulting her, and bafflingly, this plan does actually work. She gets parole, bringing down Frank, in a comical way considering how far away she is from them.
I have no choice but to deny you parole at this moment.
Wait!
What?
Before you lock me away again, I'd like you to see what your trusted warden does behind closed doors.
I'm sorry, madam, but I can't see what that is. Guard, take your phone. Your parole is still denied. Sarah Malaka-Lane once again plays the cello in a dress that I legitimately cannot show because she's just displaying her panties the entire time. I'm actually going to have to blur that when it comes to the YouTube video.
I know.
And that is the film over with. Well, that was the end of the greatest film of all time. On a scale of 10 to 10, how much out of 10 are you rating that?
Minus 10.
Minus 10, did you say?
Yeah.
Damn. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you rating it?
Probably like a 3.
A 3?
Probably a 2.
What is there even left to say about this pile of shit? The music choices are bad, the acting is woeful, and the story is genuinely offensive. If you've been around the channel for some time, then you'll know I'm not one to get easily offended at things, and I think especially films are too squeamish when it comes to nudity in general. However, this film truly takes the fucking piss and does all of it so wrong and completely gratuitously. It's a very bad habit of Jared Conn films, to be honest. This film, Locked Up, and Halloween Pussy Trap Kill Kill all have scenes where the main character is raped or sexually assaulted, and it's shot in a really sexual way. Furthermore, all of those scenes are only traumatic to the victim in those scenes, and then are never again brought up with no lasting impact. They don't even drive the story forward like the tree scene in the original Evil Dead movie does. I feel the best way to fully illustrate what I mean is by comparing it to the original I Spit on Your Grave movie. That film made it very clear that the act of rape is a weapon that is overwhelmingly used against women, with deep psychological damage being inflicted. It also reinforced this through the camera work, story, and other scenes. In this film, the camera work is about capturing Lane's nudity. The story rarely acknowledges the act unless it's the scene directly after, and it's needed to get a sex scene. And the other scenes just pretend it never happened. It's jarring. Outside of that, the film looks bad as well, as it goes for this sort of grunge look, but everything looks too surgical. What I mean is the dirt, the graffiti, the mess all looks fake or placed. You never get a sense of reality. Overall, this is a great film if you hate yourself or want to traumatize a friend. A gargantuan failing of the highest order. There is precious little to redeem it. So that begs the question, is this the worst film of all time? Yes. And finally, my soul can rest.
Taylor, your soul shall not rest until you have truly answered the question.
What do you mean? The question is answered. I've nothing left to give.
You must see them all. You cannot be put to rest until the question has been fully satisfied.
You mean?
Yes. All the Asylum films must be seen and reviewed to achieve inner peace.
Then I shall finish this task, and I will find the best and the worst of this distributor. And to cheer me up, I shall start with the comedies in this new series that I shall dub The Better of the Lesser. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, then please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you all later.